Welcome to the Yaka Digital Network. Large-scale national infrastructure like the Kampala and Tebe Expressway winding through these hills represents an immense, continuous investment. Beyond the asphalt, essential services like the Mulago National Specialized Hospital require a constant stream of funding to maintain facilities and provide life-saving care. How does a government afford to build these highways, run these hospitals, and pay teachers when it doesn't produce its own wealth? The government relies on tax administration. This is the systematic framework used to assess, collect, and manage pooled citizen funds to drive national development. This system often feels invisible, which leads to the tax gap. When citizens don't see how the machinery works, they may view taxes as an arbitrary burden to be avoided, rather than a necessary function. To understand the logic, think of a village pooling resources to fix a broken bridge. Taxation is that same community-led investment simply scaled up to the national level. We can see how these contributions build a nation by tracing the journey of the Ugandan shilling through the country's physical and digital collection points. Uganda's revenue collection follows a two-tier system. This structure is designed to fund large-scale national interests and immediate community needs at the same time. The blue branch represents the central government, managed by the Uganda Revenue Authority. Based in the URA Tower, they act as the primary collector for national-level taxes. The URA manages four core functions: enforcing tax laws, assessing what individuals and businesses owe, collecting those payments, and accounting for every shilling collected. For an entrepreneur, the URA provides the tools for formalization. A tax identification number, or TIN, serves as a business's official ID, while digital systems like IFRS ensure that national taxes like VAT are recorded with transparency. These centrally collected funds are pooled for macro-level projects, ranging from national security and the Army to the construction of major intercity expressways. The green branch shifts the scale to your district, municipality, or city council. This is the local government tier. Local revenue collection is visible in every trading center. When a vendor pays a daily market due to sell produce, that money stays within the local administration. This tier also manages the local service tax on salaries and the trading licenses required for neighborhood shops to operate legally. Because this revenue is collected locally, it is used to maintain the immediate public goods you use every day, like village roads, local drainage systems, and sub-county health centers. To understand your receipt, you have to distinguish between two types of government income. Not every payment to the state is technically a tax. Tax revenue consists of compulsory payments required by law. If you earn an income or buy goods like fuel or sugar, you pay taxes like VAT or excise duty as a legal requirement. Non-tax revenue is service-based or situational. You pay these fees when you choose to use a specific government service or when you are penalized for breaking a rule, such as a traffic fine. For example, the money paid for a passport application or an immigration stamp is a fee for a specific service. You are paying for a document, not a mandatory charge on your income. These three streams, national taxes, local dues, and service fees, eventually converge into the national budget, forming the financial engine of the country. This creates a cycle where commerce generates wealth, the government collects a fraction, and that capital is reinvested into the environment that allows commerce to continue, such as the roads and security in a busy city like Kampala. If that cycle breaks and everyone stops paying, the regression is immediate. Without pooled funds, the roads your goods travel on deteriorate, and the public services your employees rely on vanish. While an individual payment might feel like a loss, the cost of operating a business without any public infrastructure or safety would be far higher. By providing the infrastructure and security that make trade possible, the tax system functions as a foundational overhead, the baseline cost of doing business in a stable, organized economy. In this way, the URA and local governments act as structural partners in development, providing the formal registration and public services that allow Ugandan businesses to grow. Thank you for watching. For more in-depth educational content across all classes, visit the Yaka Digital Network website today.